just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. More than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Throwing first play is Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid. A turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
From the 36, Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Hurts. going for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, they were moving the football through the air early on, but ultimately this opening drive ends with a turnover.
And we've seen this before, haven't we? Sometimes you get those quarterbacks that, hey, they throw the pick early, they're done for the game. I don't think it's the same case with this guy we're watching here, do you?
Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. From the 2, here's first and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown! Miles Sanders. Touchdown grab. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Hopkins with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they found a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert going back to Allen. He's got him again. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins. After 14-6 our score on EA Sports. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays. Make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. On second and a long way to go. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This is fielded at the 27. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Chargers defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
first down, it's Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To try again after the sack. Herbert, that is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good. It brings him within a point now. It's 14-13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Charger drive about to get going. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Justin Herbert flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Herbert on 1st down now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And some room to work. On the move past the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. To throw again on second down. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus at halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. The play fake. Here's Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Open man is Palmer. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught inside the 20. Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, 53 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. But first down, Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Throwing is Hurts. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have cut the lead back down to 2. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's got the lead, and there he goes.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Give him another one right back to Allen. From the 31, Herbert. And now here's another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak, and he'll get it down here to the 43. He'll wind up getting two there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll go again with Sanders. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one. On second and very short. Hurts. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on. And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to the air. Herbert on second down. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Herbert now. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Again, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, LA! Gerald Everett, 47 yards. And the Chargers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And this will remain a one-score game as the lead holds at 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 50 yards. And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that last completion, CD is now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this?